All right, here we are. We got sound this time.
Oh, ready to go here?
Ready to go. Ready to go.
Hey there, everybody.
We're back in Mr. Brews on Saturday. We have sound this time, so hopefully we'll have a better showing of whatever. So Saturday, huh? Saturday night's all right for fighting.
The Army-Navy game on.
The
Army is winning right now.
Oh, they do. Okay.
Got the UK girls volleyball back over here, but they're down 5-4.
Uh-oh. What time they start? I thought they started like 5 o'clock.
They're on right now.
Damn, that's a quick set of points, I guess. So,
Best of 5 is only set one, so we're in the first game.
Okay, all right. Well, who are they playing? Creighton?
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
Number 3 Creighton against number 1 Kentucky.
And what beer did I order? What'd you order?
Brewdog 95.
Brewdog 95. Who's it from?
Brewdog, right?
Brewdog. Okay. Oh, you got the sample. I went ahead and dove right in.
Dove right in. You didn't even care. You're like,
Yeah.
whatever, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Okay, shit.
Oh. Not too bad. Not too bad from Brewdog. They're the ones that have Elvis juice and stuff, aren't they? Is that who that is? I believe.
Got Juice Shack.
I forget. Somebody's got Elvis juice. That might be Lagunitas. I'm not sure. It's not bad. Expect a little bit more, I don't know, citrus.
I get the citrus on
Is it? Yeah, but it's
it's got. I can taste it. The peach, apricot,
yeah,
a little peach in it.
a little let down on the citrus.
Could be a little bit peachy.
Yeah, a little. Nah, I don't like peach. Could be a little bit more. I don't know. It's good. It's decent. I'll give it a 2 pints on the scale.
That sounds weak.
That's weak. Yeah, but it's doable. So
I might get it. I don't know. I'll give it a 3.5.
All right.
Because I do like peach, and there's a little hint of peach in there. Could be more.
you are a peachy kind of person. So, all right. So I got to tell you about this.
Go ahead and give me one, I guess.
No, give me 16 or 22.
16, please.
So I got to tell you about this. So we're leaving Jack Brown's on Thursday.
Leaving Jack on Thursday.
And you go we park in the lot around the corner. So coming up, set up and all that stuff, I had seen that this place had a drink called the Krampus Cortado.
At the coffee shop?
Yes. So I was like, okay, we'll see. I might see what's going on when we. Yeah, they were open.
Oh, usually they're closed.
So we were leaving, and I said, you know what? We'll try this on the way home. Went in, nice little. I mean, it's a quaint little spot, very small.
Oh, very good, yes. That's why I always sit. In the summertime, that's why I always sit.
Always sit outside, yeah. 3 people were already in there, and it was standing room only. We're good right now, thank you. So I ordered it, and I will say it's a $5 cup of coffee. So they, and I signed up for the little rewards, the little loyalty thing, got the email, and all that stuff. But when they called the name for the coffee, the cup was that small, and it wasn't even full. I got a shot of coffee.
So maybe, is it like an espresso type drink?
It has espresso in it, but it's like, it is a tiny cup of coffee. I was like, it didn't even fit in the cup holder. It sunk in the cup holder. The cup holder was too big for it.
Oh, so it's like you go to a restaurant or a fast food, you go like, can I have some water, and they give you a little baby Dennis cup. This would have been this was a little bigger than a baby Dennis, but no, this was like, I was like, holy shit. So now I'm like, all right, I'm gonna look up the recipe for a Krampus Cortado, because it's like, and then when she asked me what the milk I wanted, it was a laundry list of milks. I'm just whole. Have you never gone and got coffee?
Yeah, but I mean, typical Starbucks, but it's like a cold brew or it's a regular cup of coffee.
I don't drink coffee, but I know that if you go to Starbucks, there's like, what kind of milk you want? Well, we've got
Well, no,
soy milk,
there's
milk, tuna milk. Fish milk,
I've never
cow
gotten
milk.
I never got the gambit of the milks because it's always like whatever the drink that I'm ordering
It's already pre-made.
it already has a milk in it. So
Well, this is like an eclectic place, so maybe
It was.
ask you like what's your specific milk you want. We'll tailor to you whatever milk. You
well, that's what they did. But I said,
I'd be like from a cow. What are you talking
but
about?
my thing was it was like a large. So I just said whole milk. You know,
Chocolate?
yeah. I don't know, but so I was so excited to try it, and obviously the size was a major letdown.
The Krampus fandom in you take over.
It did, yeah. It got me.
Krampus? That's gotta be amazing.
It got me, and it was way too cinnamony. Let me tell you. But that's one of those things. It's like, had it been a bigger cup, maybe it would have been tasty. You know, maybe because you got you got all this big, massive flavor in this little bitty cup.
I think if they'd have watered it down a little bit in a bigger cup, it might have been better.
Maybe, I don't know. But I don't see myself. I don't know that I'll go back in and go, hey, could I get a larger Krampus Cortado this time? So anyway,
You got one of the sizes like only one of them is Italian and the rest of them is like
maybe, yeah. I didn't even pay attention to that. I was just kind of like, typical coffee house. I'm like, all right, okay, one size, whatever. But no, it was way too small. So, but anyway, so that was my little foray after our show.
the special round.
Yeah.
Coffee.
So yeah.
Woke. He went to the woke coffee shop. He ordered the liberal Krampus and got screwed.
Got way screwed. That's exactly right. I was like, a friend of mine was saying, well, maybe it was the experience. I said, well, there was no experience. It was just like, all right, you order your coffee. It's like, all right, maybe if she'd hit on me, but no. It's like you walk into this little small ass room, and they usher you over here. Oh, we'll call you, and then it's like, okay, you're done. 3 people were in there. I made the 4th person. It was standing room only. So
It's like, I guess half the size of Arcadium, and I'm like Arcadium.
it's not even half the size of Arcadium. It's like the front room of Arcadium, where we sat at Arcadium.
There wasn't a back room. There's just restrooms.
Huh?
The restroom in the back.
I'm talking about the front portion where we were. Just the bar back, like the front of the bar where we were and back. That was it. That was the size of this coffee house.
That's why they go.
Yeah.
That's why they go.
Well, live and learn. Like I said, Krampus got me again.
Krampus, I'm gonna have Krampus stuff. Krampus is amazing.
I was hoping it was going to be amazing. I was big high hopes, but yeah, okay. So, all right. So you said you were watching the Army-Navy game. Are those helmets not fantastic?
Navy won the helmet.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Army is iconic because they kind of, they go, it's like, it's supposed to be like the tombstones, which I think should have been a little bit wider than the grave they got on there. So
Yeah.
I don't get that thing, but it was just kind of plain. But Navy had the hand, 4 hours to paint each helmet. Hand painted, had the ships on there.
It's got the history.
Yeah, it's got the very nice.
Yeah, I like their uniforms today. They were up when I left the house. I don't have
The Army is up right now.
Oh, are they? Or I'm sorry, yeah, Army was up when I left the house.
Last year Navy worked them 34-7 or something. This year it's close to game so far.
All right, but it was 10-7 when I left. So
13-7.
okay. So they're moving the ball, but they just can't score. So they're kicking field goals. All right.
And here's the thing I don't understand about Army-Navy games. They just very seldom pass the ball. Like, Army has a legit QB. He was in high school or wherever he came from. Had 8,000 yards passing one season, blah, blah, blah. But Army-Navy is basically, most of it is quarterback draws. Every play. So like, either their offensive lines need to all be starters in the NFL somewhere because they're such great blocking, because these runs break free all the time, or just the tackling is just
Right.
I mean, it is the majority of the plays are quarterback draws of some sort, an occasional handoff to a running back, and then there's been a couple passes this game. So far, I mean, like, I don't know why you wouldn't. I don't get the point of like you can't find a quarterback. Like you can't find with an arm that can throw a 5-yard pass, quick slant, something.
They had a nice pass on a fourth or a third and third and 13 maybe. And they hit a nice little, yeah. Yeah.
Like I said, the Army guy is a legit quarterback from wherever he's from, but again, he comes to the Army and they don't throw the ball. It's like you're going to come in, and you're not going to throw the ball. Why not? You got receivers on the team, so they can catch and throw. Doesn't that be beautiful?
Well, they've got that big receiver number 15 for the Army too, for Army. So I don't get it. I don't understand.
Kind of like how Georgia Tech used to be back in the day with triple option.
Yeah.
Which is what what Army Navy used to be was triple option all the time. Now it's just quarterback draws. We're going to do the triple option.
Yeah. So the big game in town tonight is Kentucky, Indiana. They're saying the rivalry's back. I'm like, I don't see it.
See the thing I sent you about Joe B and Coach Knight?
Yeah, that's funny.
I hadn't heard it before, but like Coach Knight said, "Shut the fuck up, Joe B. Hall," smacked him across the face.
Yeah. Said, "You coach your team, I'll coach my team." And they said knocked his glasses off and everything.
Love Coach Knight. That's a great ball coach. Very passionate.
He was very passionate. Very passionate.
Didn't take shit.
So what do you think is going to be the outcome of tonight's game? Is Kentucky going to continue the slump, or
what is Indiana ranked?
I have no idea. I know they've got West Virginia's coach from last season. Him and his son, when they transferred, or when he was hired, he took his son with him. So he's. And I mean, West Virginia wasn't that, they weren't that good last year. So I mean, I haven't, obviously not being an Indiana fan, I don't know their recruiting, so I don't know if they've, what their recruiting has done or anything like that. So.
Born in Indiana, I do like Indiana. Like I said, I love Coach Knight. They fell off since they had a couple of coaches.
I think they had a decent when Mike Crean was coach there. I think they were on the up and up to come back, but since then I just think they've been just downhill. They've been up and down the last 10, 15 years. I think the last time they had any kind of moxie was when they beat UK on that last .3 that caused Calipari to fear for his players' lives and took the rivalry off the board.
Carolina.
Yeah. So, but I'm like, it's nice to see these rivalry, the teams from the rivalries come back. Like you start playing the series again. Indiana, North Carolina. Let's throw. You could I would even throw West Virginia, put them on the schedule. Throw Cincinnati back on there. I mean, do Xavier. I mean, you got Ricky P. Little Ricky up there.
Well, you do Xavier, but you do maybe Cincinnati at least every other year.
Yeah. I mean, because Cincinnati. I think Cincinnati. Well, Cincinnati's in the Big 12. Xavier's in the Big East. So I mean, you could do Big East, Big 12. And hell, you'd have two teams in the Big 12. You got West Virginia and Cincinnati right there on your border. So
Indiana is 8-2. Kentucky is 6-4.
Oh. All right. Well, that's going to be an interesting. That's at 7:30, I believe, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay.
Then I guess the next game is the 20th. Is your St. John's?
Yeah. Yeah. I want to see that game. So we might be recording when it's on. How about that? I'll have to wear my St. John's hoodie and everything.
So here's something I was thinking about the other day. A couple things. First off, something I don't think kids today do or even know about, think about doing. We're fine like it. Number one, because they don't get outside that much. Number two, because technically nowadays it's kind of, they say, impossible to do this is a Christmassy type thing. So they think it's impossible to do, but it's something me and the boys in the neighborhood used to do every year around Christmas time. You know, we had
Egging houses.
me, Brad, the Gregs, go around the neighborhood, receive people with their Christmas lights,
Oh,
and you take a bulb out, and the whole thing goes down. Like I said, nowadays they're supposed to only can still stay lit, blah blah blah. But back in the day, we took one bulb out,
the whole thing.
all display
Yeah.
was gone.
Yeah.
We used to do that. I feel so bad because you know people are out there looking through all the bulbs trying to find a bulb. I would usually at least lay the bulb like right there to make it look like it fell out or something. But I thought, I bet kids today don't even try that.
Oh no. No.
Sneaking around the neighborhood.
No, kids today, you know what they want to do? They want to throw rocks from overpasses.
I saw
That's
that.
what kids today want to do.
He was an older.
Yeah, he was an older guy. But that's what, you know, somebody just see, oh, let's do that. I mean, that's the stupid shit that kids today want to do.
That's wholesome fun, you know, stealing the Christmas lights,
Wholesome. It's something for the whole family.
knocking and running,
Oh, yeah.
door down, or the digging dash, whatever it's
So,
called.
all right, so speaking of these old traditions and old school games, how do you feel about them coming upon Bijan Robinson?
I love that he said it. I don't have a problem with it
I don't have a problem with it either.
because that was what it was.
That was the game.
It was smear the queer, folks. For all
Yeah,
those out there.
yeah, smear the queer.
God forbid.
Yeah.
you
God
upset
forbid.
about that.
Yeah.
That was the name of the game back when you were a kid. That's what he called it. I don't think you should. I'm tired of today's society where I've got to change everything
Oh, yeah.
from my past and how I am and what I know.
No.
Try to make it all politically correct as we're going. You know, that's.
No.
It didn't mean anything by it. That was it. Was like
It's the game. It's the
guess
name of
what?
the game. The game has been. How old are you?
53.
50, I'm 50. I'm 54 years old. The game has been called Smear the Queer since I was fucking a teenager. Since I was 8 years old.
And you know the thing about it is,
It was probably called that before.
I never thought about it as
Derogatory?
wrong, or never thought about it as that's a gay thing. We
Yeah, no.
Smear the queer, like
Nope.
whatever. Nope. But we called somebody gay back in the day. It didn't mean flaming homosexual, but you know, gay is whatever.
Yeah, it's like that's what.
Had a double meaning. And then you know, as we go along, people take these words and do something with them, and then it all becomes.
Yeah, it's yeah. But yeah, I didn't know how you felt about. I just, that was just
I'm not politically involved.
no. It's just to me, it's just like get over yourselves. I mean, come on.
It's not offensive. Like, what do you want to call it? They were called queers. They call themselves queers sometimes. Then they call themselves gay. Then we're supposed to call them homosexuals. Then what do you call them? It used to be love to be called queer.
I mean, I've got some really good friends that are
Isn't
gay.
it LGBTQ? That's queer.
LTGB, yeah, something like that.
Q stands for queer, does it not?
Something probably.
Whatever, so it's just a word.
But that's what I'm saying. I've got some friends who are gay. Known them for years. Love them to death. It's like, okay. I'm pretty sure I don't think I've seen any post about them being offended. But I mean,
This is a society we live in. Everything is offensive.
it's ridiculous.
Somebody's offended, so one person's offended, so we're going to change it all.
Yeah, no, it's
So,
and then so have you seen the thing coming out about your boy from your team up north about how he was fired because he was black?
no, I haven't seen that.
Oh yeah.
Is that what they're saying now?
Oh, there's several people come out. I don't know what the lady's name is. Jimily something. She's coming out saying, "Oh well, if a white guy had done this, it would have been fine." No, pretty sure if a white guy or a black guy, Chinese guy, yellow guy, green guy, doesn't matter. If you fucking hold a knife to somebody's throat, that's pretty much grounds for dismissal.
Here's what I've heard.
Fired for cause is what they're saying.
I have a question about how long Michigan's known about this. Because the reports are saying it was not guarded secret per se, so that people knew. People around the program knew, and they're saying they held back because they want to get to the Ohio State game, they want to get through signing day.
Well, that's on Michigan.
But then they were going to let it fly until supposedly, I think they gave him an ultimatum of some sort, like either move her, fire her, blah blah. And he fired her, that's when she broke up with him.
I think that's
And then she broke up with him, and then something. But when he came to her house, because she had apparently gone in and been like, here's the information. We were doing this, blah blah.
I thought he went to her house because the wife had found out about it.
Well, he found out because I guess he had to tell her why he got fired.
Oh, the wife found out because of that?
I think he got fired. I'm sure she'd heard the rumors too. I mean, because they say it was not a well-hidden thing, but it's like, so I guess he told her, got in a fight with her, and then went to the ex-mistress's house, befriended her, saying how she ruined his life, and now he's going to kill himself, probably her, and the blood's going to be on her hands.
Yeah,
blah, blah, blah,
yeah.
blah.
That was the culmination of it, I think.
This guy is
Anyway, yeah, I mean it's horrible.
Yeah, it's nothing to do with being black or white. I mean, whatever.
But I mean, yeah, but yeah, now they're coming out saying it for white. I'm like, come on, that's retarded. That is absolutely retarded.
I believe there's been plenty of white coaches fired for
Yes, for less.
Who was the football coach? Was it Louisville? Arkansas?
Petrino. Yeah, that was the one example that was brought up in the discussion was Bobby Petrino. She got pregnant, I think.
These people are just all like.
And that's what I'm saying, though. But that's what I'm saying. It's like
it's just part of the world, bro. An individual fucked up, cheated on his wife with his staff assistant, which is not allowed in most businesses. You cannot.
Yeah, no, right. I mean, a Fortune 500 company can't do it either.
Regardless if you're married or not, fucking your assistant.
Yeah,
might be frowned upon.
yeah, nepotism or whatever. I don't know what the fucking.
Then going crazy with a knife, and ready to kill her, ready to kill yourself, and breaking in the house.
Yeah.
That's. If you want to stereotype a black thing, I don't know. I guess that's what you think. In your own mind, that's what she's thinking?
I don't know. I don't know.
Just a human being did something stupid, made it even worse.
Came off the rails.
It came off the rails hard. But just think about this. Michigan. I posted something today. 1, 2, 3, 4, like six or seven guys, coaches, Harbaugh included, have all been penalized, and in trouble and sanctions for the last few years at Michigan. That's the Michigan man, as they say, is a cheater, a liar, or a bum. It just that program is in disarray.
No,
And I would say, if you're the president of that, I'd get rid of the athletic director as well, because he knew.
Probably.
Because they were supposedly they knew enough that they did an investigation and fired him.
Well, yeah.
The point is how much did they know and how soon and why did they wait until this point if they were holding off and then she came forward and they're like, oh well, we got to do something now.
Yeah. That's probably what it was. They probably, if they knew, they probably said, well, all right, let's see what happens. And she came forward, all right, well, fuck it, we got to do it.
Here's the thing, I don't know, like, it'll come out like whether she broke up with him after he fired her or what's going on there, but I think a better way to handle it is maybe not fire her and be like, hey, they're on me, kind of knowing about us, I'm going to have, can you move to another position and we got to keep this more on the down low. That might have been a better conversation to have then.
Yeah.
You're fired.
Yeah.
And then wonder why she broke up in.
Well, yeah. They had the.
She was hot. She was a cute girl.
Was she? I haven't seen any. But they showed him in jail when they were doing the posting his bail and stuff. And when they were like, if you're innocent, you're gonna. That was how do you plead? Not guilty because I didn't do it. But like he was just like stoic, like no.
He has been that. He's been. You see emotional crying. I mean, I know he would never have been the coach there if Harbaugh hadn't handpicked him.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
that was stupid of them. Like, I don't give a shit if he was on your staff. He's not head coach material.
Right.
But, whatever. Here nor there. He would never have been a coach. Dude, he just fucking lost him.
That's it. Yeah.
I mean, here's the thing for you. If you're gonna lose it that much, maybe don't do it. Maybe keep your dick in your pants. You got a nice looking wife. Deal with that. Or get a divorce first and then do something. Don't do all this bullshit and then be surprised like, oh, I got fired and I'm in jail now because I did all this crazy shit.
Yeah.
Michigan, what a loser.
don't know. Yeah, I know you're loving the outcome.
Oh, it's hilarious. It's sad but hilarious.
But yeah, so yeah, I didn't know if I saw something on that the other night, and I'm like, oh my
It
god,
gets worse and worse every day. More facts come out. You're like, oh.
it does. So, a little bit of nerd talk here for a second. Did you see my post on who's coming to the Lexington Comic Con? Who's going to be one of the guests here at the Lexington Comic Con?
No.
Adrienne Barbeau.
No idea who that is.
You don't remember Adrienne Barbeau from the 80s? Like she was in Escape from New York. She was in the Swamp Thing
Oh,
movie.
okay, I know her, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't really know.
I mean, obviously, she's obviously older now.
Actress, no, but she had big boobs, yeah.
Yeah, she's gonna be at the Lexington Comic
Thing's
Con. Oh yeah. So I'm like,
70s?
gotta be. I mean, I don't know, but I'm like, yeah, I gotta go for that. Like that's one that I wanna. Yeah, childhood. That's a major crush right there. So, but yeah, I posted that the other. I didn't know if you saw it or not.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
Here's something to think about. When I'm at work, I look at the clock and I got 3 hours to go. I think of this. When I am on the road trip, I got 3 hours to go somewhere. I think about this. Basically, it's like a countdown, a 3 hour countdown. I don't know if you've ever done this, but I think of it as a Wendy's night shift, 5 to 8 shift. So when I'm working, I'm like 3 hours ago, I'm like, Wendy's night shift. It's a quick little 3 hour, I'm good to go. We had fun in and out.
Yep.
I think of that all the time. Like if I'm driving somewhere, like 3 hours back home, it's a Wendy's night shift. If I'm going to Florida and I'm on a road trip, I think of it as my day at work. Almost like there's so many hours. Like this is my work plus overtime, so it's just a work day. But I always think about 3 hours as a Wendy's
night shift. Yeah.
They'll just random.
Yeah, that's what we. That was our shifts for a lot of years.
5 to 8,
5 to 8, 5 to 8, 5 to 9s,
It always pops up as
6 to
like,
8.
That's just a fucking.
And then we had. When we started closing, it was 5 to close.
Been a lot of weekends, 11 days.
Yeah. The worst shift. I hated this shift. I didn't mind it. I didn't mind coming in at 7. But on Sundays, a lot of Sundays, 7 to 5. I fucking hated that.
That's after like closing and going out partying all night, coming back in.
No. If I did that, most nights I wasn't out all night.
Oh,
But that because it just drug. And now 7 to 2, 7 to 3, I didn't care. Those were fine.
I didn't like the 11 to 2 and then the 5 to 8 or 5 to 9.
Because they split you up, yeah. I hated that, yeah. That was pretty bad. And it was weird because like when we would come in and do that 7 to 5, like we were doing the inventory. Like I would come in with Mary Ann and we were doing the inventory, and then we had to stay and help open and.
I was manager there for a while. What they would do, it might have been Mondays. I can't remember.
I hated it.
I used to love to do inventory at the end. Man. Oh, she was nice.
I don't think I want to know what went on in the coolers. Wait, did I eat there after that?
Probably.
Son of a...
Right there on the meat. That was a good time. Wendy's was one of the best jobs I ever had.
That was a great job. I mean...
Because everybody worked there. We had fun, went out afterwards, all kinds of stuff.
We had, we had, a lot of good connections, we had a great time. I mean, you think about that. You think about that. Like, companies nowadays are they're just so, like, strict. Like, yeah, you can make friends at work, but like, okay, we didn't have cell phones back then. So obviously we didn't have a phone, so we can't have a phone on the line. Nowadays, you go to these fucking restaurants and look at the fucking kids on their phone. It's like you can walk in and the person working the cashier, until you walk in, they're going, "Hi, welcome to so-and-so."
That's what everybody's on their phone, and then you're a second afterthought to serve you or to greet you. like you walk out of the place and the hostess will be there on the phone and say, thank you. That's one of my biggest pet peeves, by the way. So if I'm in a restaurant and I walk out and there's people at the host stand that they never say, have a good night, thanks for coming. They just walk out and like, let's start working. Customer service.
That's the way. But that's.
When I walk in a place, I like somebody to say, hey, how you doing? If I come into like a McDonald's or a Donato's Pizza or whatever, I have people say, well, if you're in the back, you can see me. Maybe you don't work the restaurant. You say, hey, hang on, I'll be right with you.
Oh, in the back? Yeah.
When I'm back there in the back, when I was in the restaurants and I saw somebody come up, I always acknowledge they walk through the door, I'll be there in a second. So they know, they're acknowledged, I see them and I'll be there, and they can see I'm in the middle of something. I don't got a problem with that, you're in the middle of something, but they can at least acknowledge that I'm there so I know that you're going to come up.
But you don't get that nowadays.
No, it's like 15 people just looking at you and they're just going about their business.
Yeah, because you know what it is? It's like, I don't work the register. That's not my job. That's the mentality. Like, I do that with my 40-hour job in the warehouse. It's not my job, so I'm not going to do it. Well, you know what? I'm a shipper, but I'm in the warehouse helping them pull parts. We got one dude, man. Actually, I think
beer selection coming up.
We had the Crystal Visions.
I have not.
That's an IPA too, isn't it?
Have you had the block butter? Block butter?
I have not tried.
I'm just trying to think what. Give me a sample.
Which one?
Block butter? I don't know. It sounds. Maybe it's peanut butter.
Let me have a sample of that as well.
Maybe we'll try it out and see if it's got a good peanut butter taste, or maybe it's just a chunk of butter. I don't know.
Probably. But so, what was this? Oh yeah. So we got people that are like, that's not my job, and all they do is literally sit on their ass all day, and it's like, what the hell? Like, the work ethic of the kids today is terrible.
That's why I don't know if I could be a restaurant manager in today's world. Because what I was doing, it was your job was everything. I told you straight up when you got hired. Your job is everything. I may be hiring you to be the cook, but guess what? Your job is going to include cooking, cleaning. If I need you out here, I need you to serve. I need you to bartend. I need you to stay out there. Everybody is everything, and you're helping out as a team member.
Oh God.
Well, the block butter is shit. I give that a 0.
That is a major 0.
I don't even know what it's supposed to taste like, but it didn't taste like anything.
It didn't know.
Maybe it did taste like butter. Maybe it's just butter.
Yeah, you're probably it's a block of butter.
Not very good.
Ugh.
But yeah,
We gotta start having something when we come in. I gotta get Nathan to get us a list of the beers so we have it out on the table. So when they come up to get our order, we don't have to like turn around and look at the board.
well, I guess you get it like every other place. You got to scan the barcode.
That's what I'll do. I'll get us a burner phone so we can have it on our thing. We'll just scan the barcode. We'll have a beer list phone.
That was all discombobulated on what he's going to get. I think you got that Cincy Light Lime over there. I think it says lime. I was thinking about getting that.
They got that Scorched Orchard from Mirror Twin.
Scorched Orchard?
Yeah, we had that at Jack Brown's.
What was that? Was that a apple?
A Scorched Orchard, it's more like an orange. It's got that kind of got a citrus to it.
So many choices lost in the world.
They've got the Great Lakes Christmas Ale.
Oh, that was good. Where was that at?
Number 47, I think.
Oh, yeah. I might get that. What's that, 7.5? Pure entertainment right here, folks. Trying to decide a beer order. Important part of your evening.
All right, I think I'm gonna do the Tango Wheat from the Burl. So, getting back to the work. So when we worked together at Wendy's, it was one of those things where, yeah, you did everything, and we had fun doing it. I guess because
It's the atmosphere that the boss provides. Like when I was managing,
no, wait a minute, whoa. 'Cause when we were there, Mary Ann was not the official boss. Carol Ann was, and I could not stand her. Now when Mary Ann took over the store, that's when the fun really started.
that's what I'm saying. It's the fun comes from your boss. So like I said, when I was managing, I assured everybody we're not doing brain surgery, but we're going to work and work hard, but we're going to have fun doing it. So I would joke around, we'd have fun, a good time, but we make sure we get the work done.
How many butts did you smack?
How many bucks did I smack?
Like, good job.
Maybe a couple. But yeah, it's the atmosphere. And that's why I had low turnover, because people come to me and like we worked and we had fun doing it, but they knew there was a level of expectation. My expectations were up here. It's cleaning, quality, service, but we had fun doing it, so they didn't mind. It didn't feel to them like they were working or being under a strict thumb like you work with. Some people are like, do this now. We're not, shut up, don't talk, do this. You gotta make it fun, especially when you're dealing with kids. They don't want to come to work and be like, feel like a home grounder or something the whole time there. It's like, have fun. But you set, from day one, as a boss, you set the expectation of the level you want and you maintain that. You can't deviate. One day you're up, one day you're down. It's got to be, this is how it's going to be. Like I said, when I'm in an interview, you're rehearsing, this is how it is. This is how it's going to be. I expect this, and this from you. We're going to do this, and this. Can you handle it? We're going to have fun, but I expect this out of you. If you're not doing this, guess you're not going to have fun.
It's not, yeah, because you're not going to be here for very long.
Well, make it fun atmosphere. And that leads to better quality, happier employees. They're better to serve guests. They're more apt to go out of their way to be nice to the guests.
Yeah.
I tell servers, when someone comes back to the table and they're like, this guy only left me $1. What up, motherfucker? I said, brush it off, because you take that attitude the next table, guess what you're going to get?
$1.
Fucking $1. Like, let it roll. Next time, bring your best foot forward and look there. Hey, that table gave me $20. Because you were happy. If you went to that table and said, "Well, what do you want?" You're like,
yeah. Well, and that's one thing I've always been a firm believer in. Like when I go to a place, and I will tip for service. Like I will tip accordingly. Like if it's a bad service, you're gonna see it in the tip. And I know that's probably the wrong way to be.
Let me interrupt for a second. Tipping is now seem to be everything.
Right.
Everything's tipped off like little tip jar. I go to fucking pick up my food. There's like a long line at put over. Like, you want to put a tip in? No, you made my food. Okay, that's your job. Guess what?
Yes.
You're already getting paid for that. I'm here to pick it up. What extra thing are you doing for me?
Nothing.
Down with a tip.
Nothing.
And if I go in there, I want this. If I'm an asshole and want to change everything, maybe I'll do something. But I'm just like, give me the nachos, whatever. Why am I tipping you for anything? Nothing.
I'll do a Tango Wheat from the Burl.
Perfect. Do you do a 16 or 22?
16.
Gotcha.
What do you have?
I'm still undecided.
No worries.
I thought you were doing the Christmas ale.
I might. I don't know.
Oh. So,
yeah, I don't want to tip for everything, but I'm definitely.
dude, we went. So,
bad service, I'm not
Slow Count and I went to see Avatar a couple weekends ago. There was a tip when you buy a concert shirt. There's a tip. I'm like, what?
You're tipping like you're buying a concert shirt.
When you if you pay with a credit card, when they scan your card, it comes up. Would you like to add a tip? Like there's a tip. There's a percentage for tip. It's like no tip, or custom. Here are your choices: custom or no tip.
And people nowadays are expecting you to tip like that. So that guy's all upset because you didn't tip to buy a shirt from him. Like, why am I tipping you? You're getting paid.
Exactly. I mean, you're making.
You're doing nothing extra for
You are traveling with a concert. You are traveling with a rock and roll band to sell their merch. I think you're doing pretty well.
That's your job. Yeah.
You don't need. And then on top of that, there was a little tip jar out there if you paid with cash.
And that's the thing. Everybody expects tip. Like, why are you expecting a tip? You're getting paid to do that job. Like, what service are you doing extra that you feel deserves a tip? That you go and I said, I don't want that color. You go back and print me a new one with a different color. Maybe that's
Then they'll give you a tip.
But you just doing your job and selling it. Or if I go to a restaurant, you just doing your job.
This was the interaction. So this was the interaction. I walk up to the table. What, you know what shirt you want? Yeah, number 1. All right. Can I get a number 1 large? And can I get a number 2 XL? He brought the XL. I looked at it. 100% cotton, and it looked a little. So I was like, "Could you make this a 2XL?" He goes, "Yeah, no problem."
He thought he was an XL. He was a fat man.
No, the extra large was small, and it was 100% cotton. So I'm like, this has already been through the what? But yes, I have put on some weight. I'm not gonna lie. So I said, could you make this a 2X? Just so when I dry it, it's not gonna go whoop, baby size. That was the interaction. Why do I tip? Because I needed another size.
That's all part of the job.
Right.
What do you have time? Like some conferences, like a boom, boom, boom. Like sometimes that's why I tip. The world is now tip for everything, and I'm expected if I'm an asshole if I don't tip, you're doing nothing. That's your job.
Now our waitress, I'll tip her because she's
bringing beers.
Yeah.
Like I said, if I go and pick up food somewhere, I cannot stand for the thing to pop up and give me a tip or to look at you like give me a tip like, what did you do? You handed me the bag of food.
That's why I'm like,
cooks are getting paid to cook it. You're getting paid to export out to wherever it's at. Like, I'm not tipping you.
So when you order from a restaurant, do you go to their little parking space and text when you're there, or do you go in?
I usually go in. Like that's different. If I go to a parking space and you bring it out, like if I go to Drake's, I'm in the parking spot, they're bringing it out, I'll give the girl some tip. But if I'm going inside picking it up, like I go to Chili's used to bring it out to you and I tip. But now that I'm going inside, no. You're making me get out of my car, walk inside, and get the food. You're handing it to me 2 inches.
Well, that's like getting a pizza to go.
And I get it. Those people work on tips out. But they're still getting paid a wage. They put together the food. That's part of your job, basically. You're done. If you want to bring out the door to me, then I'll tip you. If you're inside, I gotta get out of my car and come inside. No. Like you go to pick up a pizza places like, tip for picking up pizza. Like,
Yeah.
no, bro, you didn't deliver it.
Oh, you delivered it to the bar area where I came to sit.
That's stupid.
You told me to be here in 30 minutes. I was here in 25.
Update, 16 to 16, Army Navy.
Ooh.
6:32 to go. It could go up to 17. I don't know if they.
Sounds like a good game.
Yeah, no tipping for stupidity.
No, that's it.
We're gonna get away from that. That happened. I don't know if that was a combination of COVID type shit.
It was because that was the way. Like you had people that were still like restaurants that were doing, helping keep the doors open by doing to-go orders. So it was okay, throwing a little extra money because they're not making the inside money. They were relied on strictly on takeout and whatever. So that's where that started.
And that's also where shitty service started because they realized they could do less.
Yeah.
And get the money.
Oh, there's a lot of shit that started with COVID that should never have started.
Like kiosk everywhere you go now.
I hate that shit. I fucking hate that shit. It's like, give me a fucking human being and let me talk to a human.
Steak and Shake used to go inside. You had the guys in the ties and the hats. And
I have not been since The whole.
You got to order it, and then they call your name. You go up to the counter and get it.
Yeah, I have not been to Steak and Shake since all that went down.
And I guess this Steak and Shake has, in their infinite wisdom, you know, they put this their drink fountain up, but you've got to scan your receipt on a barcode to unlock the fountain machine to get your drink. And you got to do it pretty quick because it'll time out. So you got to hit your thing and then you got to start doing it because if you do it in a second, you take it like you take the sip and you're like, oh, it's not working again. I got to scan it again. This is how cheap people have gotten. Like, how many free Cokes do you think you're giving away that it's killing your business? Your crew is drinking more free coffee than anybody else.
Yeah.
But it's like, it annoys me to fuck. I know McDonald's was talking about getting rid of their drink machines out front too, and you're going to the counter because they're hoping you're not going to go to the counter and get a refill. So they're saving money.
What?
Plus, you go to the counter.
What?
Who's going to be there because everything's on the kiosk?
But the thing is, like, what's that matter? You're not making your money on that.
If somebody comes in and gets refilled.
Do you remember how many boxes of Coke and shit we had at Wendy's? I mean, granted, yes, this was back in the late 80s. But do you remember how many boxes? We had that whole back room. Every time one came out, it was like, what the fuck?
Your employees drink a lot of your pop.
Yeah, we got free. Remember the big ass Biggie cups? Those big plastic Biggie cups? How many of those do you have? I still got a blue million of them. That came with me every shift.
Your employees drink and take your profits over. But I think it's like, I think Steak and Shake was like, just because it's out of the way. Those places like, oh, somebody comes in and asks for water, they get a pop. Okay,
so what?
You stole 50-cent pop from me. Okay, I can live with that. Whatever. Way to get me, kid. Like, when I worked downtown at Donato's, kids used to come in all the time and they're like, can you have a water, sir? Can I have a water? You give them a little cup, now you hear the fountain machine kick on. Alright, whatever. You got, let you go home and think you got me. I was like, but it's not a cost.
That's what I'm saying.
That's just part of doing business. That could have been a refill to an employee's cup that he'd let sit there and throw it away later and got nothing.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
but yeah, me scanning a piece of my receipt to get the fountain machine to work.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Steak and Shake, you
Yeah,
suck.
that's crazy.
Fucking kiosk, you suck.
Yeah.
I mean, that was the charm of Steak and Shake was going in.
Yeah.
Little bar hops coming out.
Yeah.
Getting your order. Now it's like.
That's the kind of shit we got to get back to. We got to get back to human interaction. I love going.
But
what was?
That's how they save money. They got rid of all the wait staff. So they save money on paying them, like $2.13 an hour. And they got the kiosk. Because that's kind of what COVID did. Was like you can get away with so much, and people. COVID went away, but people are still in the mindset of they got used to it being a certain way when it was bad service. Yeah, I'll take the Christmas out. Thank you. Thank you. Shit like that,
Huh?
Sure. During COVID, somebody used to roll into McDonald's. It's just like, I was on night shift when COVID started. So we went from, get off at 4 in the morning. Used to be able to go places. We could go shopping, Walmart, Steak and Shake, McDonald's, and then COVID hit and everything shut down. What the fuck, bro? Couldn't do anything. Finally, they opened back up. But every time we went there, it was like, oh, my credit card machine's down. Or, oh, here's the thing that always got me. It was like, reeling it somewhere. It's like, we can't take any orders. We're closed early or whatever because we didn't have enough people. I'm thinking, you know how many times at Wendy's?
Oh yeah.
Me taking orders, cooking food, whatever. How many times all the restaurants I've worked at, I would actually cut staff because we're slow and they want to go home. And I'd do the cooking and it's me back there doing it. It's like at McDonald's, I'm thinking, how hard can it be for one person to run that fucking thing?
It's not even a grill anymore. Like
put the fries down.
Yeah, when we were working, we had the grill going, we had the sandwich maker going. I mean, do you remember when like people would be on break or even in between shifts? You were taking the order, laying out the buns, going to the grill, flipping the meat, doing the whole fucking thing, and then you're putting your fries together and all that shit. I mean, we always did that. Like,
I'm looking in there, and there's like some places you go in, it's like they couldn't do what was it? Something about they can only do like carry out or something. They could do that. I don't know what it was, but it's like I'm looking back there, and there's like 5 people, and they're like telling me they're short staffed. I'm like, 5 people? That's fucking loaded, bro. You can't handle with 5 fucking people in your place. I mean, you pussies.
you mean 5 employees or 5 customers?
5 employees. Like they got 5 employees, but the dishwasher called off, so now we're gonna close early because we're short a person. You can't come take an order. You're gonna close early because one person. There's 5 of you back there. You're telling me you're closing early because you're short staffed.
By one person.
Like, that's what I mean. 5 people. You can't handle the store. 5 fucking people.
That's what I mean. Like these business models. Like I don't know. Like speaking of my part-time job, I'm not going to mention names, but anyway, the business model when I first started with that company in '96, yeah, we had in the department I started in, we had 3 sheets of schedule. Like our schedule was 3 sheets. Everybody that worked in the department, not the store, that department. Openers, closers, mids, blah blah blah. Then of course, as the goes on, it kind of starts dwindling, you know. And now they expect you to run that same department with 3 people in the morning and 2 people at night. 5 people for the whole damn department all day. But it's like now you wonder why you walk into some of these stores and nothing is fresh, nothing is clean, nothing is pretty, nothing because.
But I'll go against that to a point. It's like that is also poor management.
It is.
Like I said,
it's poor corporate management.
Even though you're short staffed, everybody should have that same level of quality, cleanliness, and all that stuff. But I think you're short staffed and nobody's enforcing all this stuff, so it even goes down further. You get my saying.
Well, it's to me the corporate standards that for this company are way too fucking high because you're not hiring like to have a proper staff. Like I said, you go back to the early '90s, you would always come into that department. It was full. We had plenty of stuff. It was clean, and you had like everything you wanted was there. If we ran out of something, okay, it's in the back. Nowadays, the morning crew can't handle the rush to keep up with it. So then the night crew has to finish up where the morning crew started off or finished, and then so that puts them behind. So then that puts the opening shift behind again. So it's a constant 8-ball because you're not hiring enough people to run the business.
But we're also in a catch-22 with that because now you're paying people twice as much for the same job. Here's McDonald's. It's not supposed to be your fry cook's not supposed to. That's not supposed to be his lifetime job. That's for young kids to come in, first-time job. You're going to do some turnover, but you're still bringing in young kids over and over and over. Now you're paying that same guy was getting paid, $8 an hour. After COVID, everybody's like, we need more money to work. So they started paying them $15, $16, $18 an hour, and they still can't get staff. The same people that were complaining that they weren't getting paid enough money still sat at home because the government was paying them more money.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is like,
and the work ethic is not there either.
Were forced because of COVID and all needing people and everybody didn't want to come back to work because they're getting more money to pay more for their services. So they cut back. They want to make the same profit, so they cut back on everything else, staff-wise, and they've never gone back because they can't afford to go back and get the same profits.
But you said it earlier. Whereas, if you and I were to take a business, let's say we opened a restaurant, and bar and grill, whatever you want to call it. If we have the atmosphere, we hire the staff. Now, granted, I am a firm believer that if I'm going to hire somebody, I'm going to hire somebody to do the job well. I don't want somebody who's going to be like, I can't come in today. I mean, I'm pretty particular on.
Oh yeah, sure. What?
Yeah, I want so I'm going to hire somebody in the late 20s, early 30s, opposed to a teenager or anything like that.
That's hard.
It is hard,
Because,
but
again, those jobs aren't made for 30-year-olds.
true.
Granted, there's some 30-year-olds that are in that mindset, like that's what they do. That's happy with that, blah blah blah. I've had some of those that are good, but your majority of your crew is going to come from the college.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that as long as they have a bit of the old school ethics about them. Like
Here's what I
if you work hard.
That's what I said earlier is when you're in the hiring process, you're sitting down with somebody, you explain exactly what you expect. This is what we're going to do. This is what I want. This is how I like the thing. You agree with me that if you go to a restaurant, you want to be served this way, blah, blah. And that's how it's going to be. So you know up front, they know up front. And then when they come in, you train them from the get-go. This is how it is. This is how it's going to be, blah, blah. If you don't give me the standards, you're fine. That's just how it is. Now, today's market is all fucked up, like we talked about. It's like they hire anybody, they come in, they don't train them, and they don't hold them to a standard. So it's like that employee's like getting away with murder. So even your best employee is now pissed because the new guy you brought in is getting away with everything. So he's bringing his effort down. It's like, fuck, I'm not going to be busting my ass, or you let this motherfucker do shit. That's the big problem. Is your higher end employees are seeing your lower end employees get away with everything and doing less work. So they're like,
Why should I do it?
I've never loved this. So they're coming down.
Yeah.
That's where
When
you've got to go from get-go. Like, we have a restaurant, like I said, starts in the hiring process. This is how it is.
Yeah.
This is what I want. This
Right,
is what you're
right.
going to do. Expect this.
So,
can you handle this?
when
we get there, this is it.
So when I was running the liquor portion of said grocery store at Tage Creek, I hired in 4 people. I hired in 4 people. One of them is 2 of them are still there. One of them, while I was still running, he went back to pursue his military career. Okay, no problem with that. And the other one was just aloof and just quit. But the 2 that are still there, I go in there from time to time, and one of them, she'll like they'll both come up, they'll hug me. They're like, best boss I ever had, blah blah. Because I told them, I said, this is what we do, this is how we do it, and oh by the way, we're gonna have fun while we do it. And they're still, to my knowledge, they're still there today.
When I was running a restaurant chain, I hired and trained for 5 locations, all the GMs. They worked their way up when I started them to management.
They're still there? That you? They're not there now. They're not.
I think one. Bradman ran the game or something. But I mean, to make a career, somebody comes in and they start out as a young kid, and you work with them, you show them, what can happen. You keep building. It's training and building and having fun and making an atmosphere they want to stay in. A couple of them have been like college kids, so they came in young and then they moved on to do their career management. But as I said, it's like people will stay around and grow with you as long as they can. If it's fun.
Well, that's, I mean, and, you know.
And they know, even with your high standards, they know what the standards are. So
but the high standard, if you get into the habit of keeping those standards, they're not hard to maintain.
From day one, you've got to be, this is the standard. Tomorrow, that's the standard. The day after that, that's the standard. You let them know that there's no fluctuation in the standards. There's no fluctuation in what we do day in and day out. So that everybody knows it. So your whole crew buys into it because they know nobody's getting favoritism. Nobody's getting that shitty worker. It's not going to bring down my good worker because I'm going to get rid of the shitty worker. they know that. They know that they become a city worker.
They're out too.
So, but we're having, like I said, you build the atmosphere. I don't think managers today understand the atmosphere as well as they should.
No, because this is where I was going with my topic before we kind of went on a little tangent. You've got like they're hiring like I told you I'm 54 years old. I've got managers that are 20 something years old, and they don't know dick about the business because they've never worked on the floor. They've never run a department. They've never been there. They come out, they're straight out of school because they got a degree or something of that. And it's like, you don't know dick about this industry. And it's like, no fucking wonder you can't keep up. It's ridiculous. All the old guard, like all Mike Morris. His brother Johnny was a manager for this company. And Johnny had a group of friends who were best friends, and they're still together. Like they're still friends. Well,
our server has been excellent.
She has been.
Coming and checking and back, and
yes.
That's what we do. Keep coming back.
She has been. She has been super duper. But so Johnny's group of friends became our group of friends. Well, now they have phased that group out. But you know what? That group is when the company was at its heyday. Now you've gotten rid of the ones who actually did the work, did what they were, and then okay, now we're going to run the. Now you have fucked yourself royally because you get rid of the experience and you get rid of all of the old guard.
That's the line you take. You got to bring in new people while keeping old people. You know, the old people sometimes move on, but then you've already got your young people see it. You know, mixing. You can't just bring in new people like, let's say a corporate job. Let's say we're running a Fortune 500 business. I've got you've been there 50 years, so you know the ins and outs. You have all your contacts, blah, blah. And then we got this new guy just out of high school or just out of college with a degree. We hire him, and so we fire you. Well, now you've taken all that knowledge and contacts and we've phased you out. We got a new guy. Now we're wondering why the new guy is struggling and doesn't do as good as you because we didn't combine the two together, whereas you were tutelaging that young man.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see how they. I don't know how they do that. I mean, I just don't see how corporate people can't see. I don't know.
Because everybody's a number. Everything is a number.
Oh, yeah, anymore? Yeah, you are a number. You are a number.
I tell people who work all the time, it's like, you're just a number. They don't care about you, bro. You're a number.
They don't, you know.
They care, no, they're not. You're a number. So, like, here's my thing. It's like, no matter how hard I work, I'm not going to get promoted, or I'm not going to get whatever because our system works on a, how long have you been there fighting the system? So no matter how I outwork this guy up here, because he's been here longer than me, he'll get the job, he'll get the nod, and I'm like, that's what I tell people all day. Why are you doing that extra? Don't do anything extra. It gets you nowhere. Somebody may say, hey, good job, but that doesn't mean nothing. When you go to that same job, that guy's going to get it and do nothing while you're busting your ass and you're going to wonder.
I can't tell you how many people have passed away at my full-time job within the last year. Passed away. And there is no mention, there is no, it's just like a week later they're hiring for their position. Or their position is taken off the board and not replaced simply because of the job title.
I will say this year we have had a lot of people die too, but they do a video presentation before shift. We're like, hey, this so-and-so passed away, blah, blah, bow our heads.
Yeah, I mean,
it really gets me. I think it's nice, but it blows my mind. Like, we have a thing out somewhere on the property where it has a name of all the people that passed away. Why? Do you think a family member is going to roll out there and go to this monument and see their name?
no.
That means something. All right, good for you. But just a side note.
Yeah.
Like, I'm thinking like, if I die, Don't put my name out there. Nobody's coming to see me.
I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I guess we were talking about some job
It's a new
stuff.
world out there.
It is a new world, and I weep for the future. Absolutely weep for the future. So,
And update, Navy's now doing the victory formation, 17 to 16. Minute 20 going down, ticking away.
all right. Congratulations,
That'll
Navy.
be second in a row, although Army was looking strong this year at the first half.
Well, congratulations to Navy. So,
Searching for his topic. He forgot.
no. So I posted that thing for you to rate those Kiss albums, and we both agreed that Revenge was number one. I think you put Asylum. It was either Asylum or Crazy Nights was your second.
What was that on?
Facebook.
What would that be on?
You could.
Side note on Facebook, I'm friends with Tiffany.
Who?
Tiffany, 80s.
Oh, really? Are you? Are you?
Messaged me a couple days.
Oh, really? Message you? Oh, you gonna be a houseboy out in California, or
Hey, whatever it takes. I do remember her Playboys.
you do what?
I remember the Playboys.
Oh yeah, yeah. Those were. Anyway, so what albums do you consider? Like you can say top 5 guitarist, top 5 whatever, top 10 whatever. There's always a top 10, somebody's top list or
Here we
something.
go.
All right.
I had Revenge, Crazy Nights, Hot in the Shade, Asylum, and Carnival of Souls.
Yeah.
You had Revenge, Carnival of Souls, Asylum, Crazy Nights, and
Hot in the Shade. Yeah, Hot in the Shade was just too poppy. That's the one that had Gina and Johnny or whatever. Where
I listened to. I went through and listened to a couple songs off the album by myself. So I don't have.
so let me. All right, so I want to kind of beat the drum for Carnival of Souls for a second. Carnival of Souls is the album that I thought should have been made after Revenge, because I felt like with Revenge was a little bit. It was harder than their normal.
Yeah, that was like their foray back into hard Kiss.
Yes, because Hot in the Shade, like I said, it was your typical 80s metal ballad, all that kind of bullshit. Forever. And then you had, Tito looking for Johnny on a rooftop and whatever else. It's like, come on. But, so Revenge comes out, and you and I went to that show, which I was I don't know if you remember, but it was not a full show. It was not, I don't even think the lower bowl was fully, they even cut off half of Rupp Arena.
Yeah, it wasn't advertised well.
But the album, to me, was a great album. And that's where I feel like the Carnival of Souls album that came out later, right before the Kiss, it came out, they released it after the reunion tour, after the Unplugged and all that, but I feel like it was supposed to be the next, and then that would have been the big tour until the reunion tour happened.
Had some hardness to it, but I just listening to it again. The songs didn't hit good.
Well, so all right, let's look at the state of heavy metal at that time. We had the Nirvana, you had all the grunge going on. Grunge has kind of faded out. Metal's kind of looking for a new, sound, because you couldn't do the ballads anymore, and a lot of people weren't playing the full, you didn't have the massive guitar solos anymore. It was kind of more of a group sound, although you still had your iconic guitarist, but with that sound, because you had, Motley Crue had the Motley Crue album without Vince Neil, which was And another,
We're talking 1997 when this came out.
yeah. So we're, metal's kind of, you've got that forming of new metal with Limp Bizkit and all those kind of, I believe Godsmack is out. You're kind of going into like a little. So the guys from the '80s got to do something to change, and I felt like Carnival of Souls was that change, and I felt like if they'd have continued on, I think they would have been. I think Kiss could have stayed. I think they could have stayed the course, and I think they would have been just fine.
I mean, come to find out they are just fine.
Huh?
They come to find out they were just fine.
What do you mean?
I mean, they had all the reunion tours and stuff. They did fine.
Yeah, but then you brought, like, you did Sonic Boom, and you did the Monster albums, and it wasn't the same. Like you tried to recapture what you had in the '70s with the makeup and stuff like that, and it just wasn't working. But I feel like, in my heart of hearts, that if they just stayed on the course, not saying don't do the reunion tour, because they made a lot of money doing it, and a lot of fans were grateful that they did it. But they should have stopped with that, taking the makeup off. Peter and Ace go their separate ways. Bring in Bruce Kulick, bring back Eric Singer, and then you continue on down that path. We don't need Tommy Thayer from Blue Murder. Eric Singer was already in the band. Okay, I get that. But take the makeup off and leave it off. Bring Bruce back into the fold.
Continue on with Kiss. You wanted to have them continue with producing new stuff.
Yes, a newer sound. Because
as they have done through their careers, evolve, keep going.
Right.
I think they're making too much money in the union stuff and the old school. I think it was. I don't know if it had continued to do something different, if it had been as long-lasting as it is.
I think so.
Because they were doing the nostalgia, and people love the nostalgia. Going to those concerts, nostalgia, and seeing the Kiss of the '70s, and like you would tell your son, "This is the Kiss of the '70s, so great," and then you would take your son to see that, and then
which I did,
and they carry on. Now, if you'd have been like, "Hey, Kiss back in the '70s was great, but now here's makeup free Kiss," whatever.
Well, I'm not okay. They could have done. They did the big ring, the '96 reunion. They did that big album, big reunion. All right, let's do that. Now let's go. Everybody go their separate ways. We get back to what we were doing. Now let's go that now. Let's say 10 years later. Hey, it's Peter. We want to do another reunion. Let's do another reunion tour. Put the makeup back on. Bring back that nostalgia, and go on. And then okay, now we're gonna go do that.
It'd be interesting to see how that would have worked out differently than the success they've had with what they did.
I'm not going to call Sonic Boom and Monster successful albums.
No. That's what I'm saying. Those were your next albums out.
No, but that's what I'm saying though. But that's you had.
But you would have rather had.
I would have had
Kulick. Had those two albums. Had them be more hard, like Hot in the Shade, develop that. See,
no, I wanted them to stay the course of Revenge, going to Carnival of Souls, and then keep on going, and throw Bruce Kulick back in the fold.
The Carnival of Souls to me just the music is okay, it just didn't hit me.
Well, I know because you're looking, you're
I'm a nostalgia guy.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Just like, all right.
That's what I'm saying. So you'd have lost.
Not really.
We'd have checked out for that time frame until you came back.
No, because that's what. All right. So you would have had Paul and Gene coming out with a statement going, all right, this is a new era, this is a new sound we understand, and this, but
here's what I change it. If they would have continued on the Revenge album, not the Carnival of Souls, I think Revenge was much better than Carnival of Souls.
Because the production was not behind Carnival of Souls. I wholeheartedly believe that Revenge and then Carnival of Souls was supposed to be like within a year or two. But they didn't. They recorded Carnival of Souls, but they didn't put because the album came out oh, we got to release an album after the Revenge tour or after the reunion tour. So it came out.
I think
it should have come out in 92, 93.
Carnival Souls is different than Revenge.
It is. You're right, because it was the next evolution.
I think if we had gone to the evolution of Revenge,
That's it. What that is the.
It's different than Revenge. It has a different sound than Revenge.
Yeah, because that was the next line in the line of evolution.
I would rather saw a continuation of the Revenge sound and music besides him.
Okay, so you know how the record company was saying, "Hey, we need an album." They throw together songs, like they probably had these songs written. Let's just record them. So they were on a tape somewhere, and they said, "All right, you want an album here? Just put those out."
It's like Eddie the Cruisers for lost tapes.
Yes, exactly. So I feel like if there had been more in the studio with that album, I think it could have been a lot better. Instead of just throwing shit on a tape and then throwing it to the producer and saying, "Hey, there you go."
Just the sound of Carnival Souls is totally different than a Kiss sound to me.
But
Revenge was still Kiss sounding. Carnival Souls kind of.
It went darker. It went a little darker. But there's a lot, like take Dokken for instance. Dokken, your quintessential '80s hair '80s metal band with a great guitarist, all that stuff. Well, when Don Dokken and George Lynch, lead singer, lead guitarist, hated each other. They weren't getting along at the end. So the band splits. They come back together. They put an album called Dysfunction. And you had your classic '80s Dokken sound, but then in '93 when Dysfunctional hit, it was a lot harder, and it's one of their best albums. So when they try to evolve, some bands can, some bands can't. But I think Kiss could have been.
We discussed Kiss evolved all through the years.
They did.
They changed in the '80s, the disco, late '70s, '80s, '90s. But I'm just saying, in my mind, Carnival Souls, where they were evolving, Carnival Souls went this way. Now, if they didn't evolve Revenge and kept going that way, I think.
But if you,
of course, we had the reunions which was probably, like I said, maybe better for them to stay that course and to evolve and hope to keep going and going different. You know what I'm saying? To keep changing, blah, 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 blah. They hit the money market and was like, the reunion tours and the makeup was it. They made bank.
Well, I mean, they made bank anyway.
You know, off of the Carnival Souls album, they did not make bank.
No, because they didn't. Number one, they didn't promote it. They didn't tour for it. Like it's one of those albums that it's just there.
Yeah, it was just.
If the record company had been behind it,
Cruiser's Lost Tape or just like some jam session somewhere. They put together some shit. And like, here it is.
Yeah.
To me, it wasn't that good.
No.
That's why I was honest.
But the thing with if the record company had been behind Carnival of Souls, they had toured for Carnival of Souls, I think it would have been a little bit better than what it was. But even the band will tell you it's just out there. Now Bruce Kulick's like, I think it's some of our best work.
Maybe musically sounding, I guess, but lyrics. Just like I said, listen to a few of those songs. I was like, man, this is not.
Of course, it's one of those things where it's like if you're trying to rush with a song, you're just putting shit on paper, and then all right, let's do this.
Sometimes you get the best song in 2 minutes.
So yeah, Paul Stanley, 30 minutes. I was made for loving you. Not that it's their best song, but you know, it's certainly one of their most played. But that's so. I mean, there's just certain bands that I feel. I'm not saying Kiss has fallen short, but I think in the last 15 years, I think there was a plateau they could have. They did go out on top as one of the the hottest band in the land, one of the best to do it, ever to do it. You know, setting the bar so high for everything that okay, but I still feel like there's more out there. There's more that they could do.
Tell me that they were talking about doing a.
Yeah, I hope they do.
Here's my theory on that. It's like a lot of bands, they break up or whatever. Like I'll use Rush as an example. Kurt died, so they're like,
they're done.
Then they started, jamming, what's the name? Jamming in the basement. They're like, we still like to play together. We still like our songs. So then that creativity strikes back up, and you get something good out of it. The fourth member, I don't know. That sounds weird. But so that's, I guess you could say the same with Kiss. Now they've been sort of retired, doing their own thing. They get back together one time, like, playing, like, yeah, I still like playing with you. Yeah, this is good. So maybe the creativity starts back up. I've got this song I made last year, or I've had this song for 20 years. Let's do this song. Work.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't see a full-blown tour coming out of it. I don't think either one of them.
Select cities.
I would say, select events. Definitely the Kiss Brews, they can bring out some new stuff. But they're not touring. I don't think they're really touring with that.
Knowing Gene, man.
You can even say knowing Gene, make money, but Paul's not in. I think they both reached the point where it's like,
we're done.
Gene, maybe less so than Paul, because Gene still likes to be out there and be the front man, blah, blah, blah.
Center of attention, yeah.
But Paul definitely is like, I think you can take it or leave it. I think he likes to play, and he'll do his, you just select things here and there.
Well, I was going to say, Paul's still got his little R&B thing that he does.
Full tour, Kiss.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, I could see maybe a Sphere show, a Las Vegas residency for a certain amount of time. I could see that. They're not traveling. They're just like, whatever.
That would suck because I don't want to travel all the way to Vegas just to see a fucking band. So.
That's the great thing about the internet. It'll be on the internet.
Yeah, but you're not getting the experience. It's the experience. Like you said, with the Sphere, it's the experience. And I ain't flying all the way to fucking Vegas just to go to a fucking show.
But yeah, I can't see a full blown tour.
All right.
I think I select Kiss Brews. I mean, they always do Kiss Brews. And then we go on to the Evan and Nick. Yes, the Nick thing. I'm going to delve into that. So far, I'm like,
I want to find out when their album is supposed to be released because like I said, I'm going to pick up the album.
Whatever songs. Yeah, I like to hear some more songs.
Yeah, so I'm going to pick up the album just so see what's what. But yeah, even the when you see the little blurbs about it, it's like far from the Kiss legacy, which that's fine. Yeah, from what I remember
it would have been great if they did continue on it, like came out with makeup. It'd been awesome. I think a lot of fans have been on board. They could have made some money, but then they want to do their own thing. It's fine.
Yeah,
it's maybe not my thing. The sound is so far off that one song. The sound is not good.
Well, from what I remember, and I don't remember which show it was, but it might have been the whole tour. I don't know. But I was told that Evan's band was the opening band for the farewell tour, or part of it. So, from what I remember, I mean, they were decent. They were they're a little harder than what Simmons and Stanley is. But I mean, who's to say? Like, maybe Simmons and Stanley, they're like you said, they're gonna it's just like any album, they're gonna release that radio friendly. Especially in today's day and age, you're not gonna have the hard rocking song on the album because apparently iHeartRadio is against hard rock. So we all know radio's gone corporate. Terrestrial radio has gone corporate.
Yes,
so
they opened for them in the final leg of their end of the road farewell tour.
All right, so that would have been the Cincinnati show I saw.
Amber Wild is the name of his band.
Huh?
Amber Wild.
Yes, that was them. Yep.
I have to check them out. I think.
Yeah, they're a little bit, a little harder than what they are, and Evan played lead guitar. Huh?
Kentucky won the match, 25-18.
So is that they won the whole thing? Not the whole thing, but they won the match. So it's over.
Yes.
Okay. Congratulations. UK volleyball moving on.
Advanced to the NCAA semifinal. So this is the tournament. So they advanced
to the semifinal. All right. Congratulations. So it appears that Kentucky is now a volleyball school and a women's basketball school. No longer a football school, no longer a men's basketball school. Now women's volleyball and men's basketball. Women's basketball. So that's congratulations. Are in order there. Semifinals, is that the Final Four or are we at is that the Elite Eight? No, semifinals, I would think that would be the Final Four. And then you got the finals would be the. I know, all right. That's a big deal there. All right, so you're reserving judgment on Simmons Stanley until we hear.
I gotta hear from him.
Here's some more.
Some of them get out.
Just okay. All right.
Yeah, they did those samples of other stuff and older stuff. And I'm like, hey, it's Simon and Garfunkel. Those are good songs. But this song is kind of like, I don't know what they're trying to be. They're trying to be a newer version of Simon and Garfunkel. I don't know what their route is.
I don't know. I've kind of dug the stuff I've heard. So, like I said, but yeah.
But you've heard covered.
Yeah, and I kind of like the new song. So, but again, it's one of those like multiple. It might be multiple listens. I've heard it twice, and so.
I haven't gone all the way through it. I just played a little bit of it.
But yeah, so all right, Twisted Sister, 50th anniversary next year, final tour ever. Huh? They're old.
We're old.
We are old. They are too. But Dee Snider still has the sound. Like
his voice is one that was not.
He was never a screamer.
He was a screamer,
but not like not like a.
Axl Rose.
Nothing like those guys. And did you see Guns N' Roses putting out a new? I told you I was listening to that single.
Yeah, a new album.
The new album is coming out, and the tour. They've got 2 new songs released. I can't remember what the first.
I mean, they may sound better because he's not doing. You're not doing a high.
Well, and plus you're in the studio, they can make you sound way better.
So it's not going to be like a.
No.
More in his voice range.
There's a couple of. I forget what the song was. I sent it in the text, the group text that we have. It kind of went down that November Rain type of thing, but it was I forget what I referred to it as. But yeah, it didn't blow me away.
Like I said, in order to blow you away, it'd have to be back to the magic of.
Well, we know that ain't happening because I've seen them live.
Loud,
yeah. No, I saw them live.
He is now relegated to. He's got to slow it down.
Oh yeah.
And be lower.
This is what I don't understand. Even though you never had backup singers, and I noticed like Dr. Feelgood, Motley Crue had backup singers. Even in the later albums, they had backup singers. If you know that your lead singer, like Vince Neil, does not have it, started losing it in the late '90s, let's hire some backup singers. That way, it can give him a little help. He doesn't have to hit those high notes. He can be singing along, doing whatever. But even as we've seen in videos, even the normal shit is hard for him anymore. But I'm always under the impression, hire somebody in the background to be like, you can sing, and you can sing like this, and then let the backup singer hit the high notes and do all the heavy lifting.
Yeah, if you can't get that note, don't try that because it sounds horrible.
All of
Vince
them.
Neil's
Yeah, Vince Neil can't even remember the words, I think, half the time. So that's what I'm saying. I don't know if it's, but how in the hell people are telling them that, yo, you guys still sound great. Get out there and tour again.
I mean, they're touring on their name alone, and people are paying the ticket. So they're
I
still
won't.
making money. But I mean, like I said, people are still paying the ungodly.
Well,
$400
and then they're
for a
posting
ticket.
videos going, this show sucks. Well, you went,
And you
dumbass.
saw on the internet of other people saying this show.
Yes. Oh, so your show's going to be different? No.
So it's like,
It's just like,
it's like, I get it. They're still trying to cash in and make the final dollars, but it's not worth it.
no.
You gotta know going in, if you're gonna spend $400, you're getting shit.
Yeah. And
You're
that,
getting,
so that,
you're getting a $10 show for $4.
So that was the thing. All right, we got a friend of ours had tickets to the Motley Crue, or not Motley Crue, Guns N' Roses, the last tour they did, came to Row. The two sons didn't want to go, so it was the daughter, mom, and dad. Hey, do you want these tickets? Absolutely. So we sat through the first 10 songs. Huh?
Just point at yourself.
Oh.
I look handsome, something like that.
Oh, okay. The first 10 songs. All right. Not a problem. Sounded good. We left because we had to get home because it was a school night. Slow Count's at the house by himself. This was probably 5 years ago, so he was, 12. He's at home by himself. We got to get him ready. Well, from what I heard, people that stayed the show after, it sounded like it started going downhill. So we apparently heard the best part of the show. I heard the one song I wanted to hear. All right, I'm out. Civil War. I'm good. Let's go. Well, yeah. So talking to my friends that stayed, good thing you left when you did, because he started sounding like ass. So
That's, whatever song it is, plus as he's singing, the voice gets worse. Like I said,
I have several
I
friends.
think it would be better if they did some kind of rearrangement. Do a rearrangement of the song. So you toned it down. You don't have to get so fucking high. Maybe that'll help you. It'll sound a little different, but bands through history have done that. They get tired of playing it the same way, so they'll change it up a little bit,
Yeah.
faster, slower, blah
Yeah.
blah. That's what Axl and Motley Crue do. They to rearrange the music to where it matches their style where he's at now.
Right.
It may be a little different to the fans and not as good as far as what you remember, blah blah, but it'll be a better show.
More like it,
It's
yeah.
not you're not leaving there going, this is total garbage. You'd be like, it was different.
Right.
It's cool, it was different. You're not really now going, this guy fucking sucks.
Yeah. I would rather that be my legacy, doing it different
Yeah.
than being total like.
You have to change,
Yeah.
And here's the thing, it's like these guys some guys sound better older because they kept doing it, like Kiss. Continued on, they're older, but they've still been doing it. Like Motley Crue, Vince Neil took some time off. Axl Rose took a lot of time off. So they weren't using the voice, and the voice wasn't being used as it was back in the day. So they changed. So it sounds worse.
Well, I actually have a couple of friends of mine that played in bands and stuff, and they used to obviously, lead singers would. There used to be a couple of guys that I've talked to. They used to drink Drambuie, which is a honey liqueur that would coat and soothe, so they could sure it's got alcohol in it. So by the end of the show you're probably feeling a little bit, but at the same time, you're still able to even when they were sick. It was one of those things like Drambuie. But
if it's something you're continually doing, if you're continually singing
at that level
and still trying, your voice is more closer. But if you stop,
oh yeah,
if you're an Axl Rose, you stop,
Yeah.
15 years working of it's changed.
yeah, oh
You can't do
yeah,
it.
no.
I'm going to take a little break for a second.
All right, well, while Buckeye Jason is gone, we'll clue you in on. So we have been in touch with Mad Matt's hot sauce. We might have the Brewery Boiz hot sauce coming. He's got a recipe that he said he's kind of gotten, but never did it he did it for himself, but he didn't do it to promote anything. So we're going to see how that goes. Obviously, We're also down at Jack Brown's on Thursday nights. We had the hot sauces that were a big hit down there. So if we get the Brewery Boiz hot sauce going, I feel like hopefully we got a couple people that'll be interested because we're sitting here at Brews. They said they're interested. Jack Brown's is interested. So there are several places that have said they would help support us. Obviously, Mr. Brews, one of the first places out here to support us, hang a banner, whatnot. So, but like we said, we've been talking about a lot about KISS here lately. It's just because here lately you've had the KISS Landlocked cruise that was in Vegas, had big responses from it, and it's one of those things that, you know, we hear, Jason and I both grew up on KISS, so it's one of those things where it's like we don't like to see our childhood go away, so we want to see what's what. But he's back, so just tell him about the hot sauces. How we went down to Jack Brown's, had him here last week without food. Luckily, we had no sound, so you couldn't really hear anything. You could not hear anything. You could not. But we had
it cut different
with food. Yeah,
they did compare. Of course, here we were like
on the finger. Yeah.
So it was dripping off. There was like dipping off the fry. Like, come on, get all this sauce off. Get all this off.
Yeah. So I felt like that. It was a nice response. I can't wait to see what I got to get back in touch with him, see what's going on with ours, see how much that's going to cost us or whatnot. But hopefully, like I said, Jack Brown's here. We got people that'll promote it, support it, buy it. So.
Here's a little thing I was thinking about as well. Thinking of winter time, Christmas Eve type thing. I lived on a hill at my old house when I was growing up. And we used to go sledding all the time. And think about this. Back in the day, it snowed.
Yeah.
It wasn't like now, like one day snow. It snowed for like
days.
It was days.
Yeah.
When we first moved here, when I was 5 years old, it snowed so bad.
The winter of '78. The blizzard of '78.
School was called off for what? A
month. Yep.
That's how bad it's nowadays. It's like a little dusty and we're like going crazy. But we sled, and the thing about this is like we didn't have plastic sleds. We had the metal rail sleds, zipping down the hill, going through the cross street, into the guy's driveway, down almost into the creek behind. I think how crazy is that? We didn't even look for cars coming down through there, but it was like nothing. Metal sleds. I don't see metal sleds anymore because I guess. Here's the thing. Where did you go sledding when you were a kid?
Where did I go sledding? Most of the time I went to Stonewall.
I was going to say that. The most popular place in town back in the day was Stonewall Elementary.
Yep.
Although I think my hill was better.
Where was your hill?
Came down the top of the hill. We went down a little hill. My house was right here, kind of flattened out, and we went down to the.
I don't remember your house. I don't remember your street being that hilly.
Well, right by the house wasn't. It was like you turn on the street. Went down a little embankment.
Wait. Are you turning on the street at the back of the neighborhood or off Gladman?
So I come up Gladman, you go up the hill up Gladman, and there's Heimbach. So we turn in, it's flat, and then we kind of get a little dip, and my house is right here, and then it's flat until you get to the end of the street, and it's down.
See, I always remember coming from your house from the bottom. I don't remember it being that steep of a hill.
Pretty good.
Okay.
I mean, let me tell you, skateboarding down that hill back in the day.
Kind of sketchy, was it?
Kids today ain't doing that shit either.
No.
We were all out there.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, Stonewall Elementary used to be the place where everybody would take their kids to go. You probably go there now and be like,
oh, it's packed. It's still but it's still big. But yeah, there's a lot of kids. It's a neighborhood. So it's a neighborhood rite of passage, if you will.
There was back in my neighborhood, like I said, we sledded down, and then there was a creek. And before Man of War, we went across the field, and there was a girl. It was kind of sad at the end, but behind my neighborhood, she had a big hill, went right to the creek. We used to get on that, we would go right into the water, get all fucked up, good times. I love being a kid.
Oh, yeah, being a kid back when we grew up, being a kid.
I can't remember the last time I saw kids out sledding or drag. You know, we used to drag our fucking high hill, another hill. We carry our sleds everywhere.
Well, no, nowadays you have the moms that don't work or somebody doesn't work, so they're driving them. They don't have to trek anywhere. They are like they have a chauffeur.
And think about this: you went outside, and we're outside for 3 hours, sled, having a great time.
Yeah.
You come inside, throw your clothes in the dryer.
Yep.
They're dry. You drink some hot Coke.
And go right back out and do it again.
As soon as your clothes are dry,
you're right back out.
Yep. Kids stay like, whoa, I gotta play games on off 30 fucking hours.
Yep. Yep. All right. So, all right. Christmas time. What is your favorite Christmas movie?
We can talk about this.
Have we?
Well, we're talking about what movie gets you in the mood for Christmas.
Yeah.
Which is kind of the same. I like you with that Santa Claus.
Okay.
But I mean, if we're talking like more of a newer type.
All right.
movie,
So, all right. Let's set the scene. If you're sitting in for a day, you don't have to do anything, and it's Christmas time, and you're getting up. What's on your TV all day? What would you watch back to back to back to back to back to back to back? Binge watching, as the kids call it today.
Give me more specific.
Like you, all right.
Like what?
Me, all right. So me, so
channel for a little bit.
the Hallmark Channel's too cheesy. So, all right, for me, I want to start off with the Jules Bass, the Rankin Bass, the Rudolph. I want to start off with all those. I want to watch all those.
Old school claymation.
Old school claymation. I'm talking Little Drummer Boy, all of them.
Drummer Boy as well.
Yeah. I want to watch it. I want to watch all of them.
Would you watch? There's a new one I saw. It was Rudolph and Rudolph and Frosty's. It wasn't a Shiny New Year. Remember the Baby New Year?
Yeah, I remember that one.
It's different. I've never seen it.
So I want to watch all those, and then I want to watch some classics. I want to watch It's a Wonderful Life. I want to watch The Bishop's Wife. I want to watch what's another one? And then I want to jump into the kind of more modern, like Elf. You know.
So you want to go chronological?
No, it doesn't have to be chronological. But I want to start off with like the shorts, the 30-minute ones, like that. And then I want to end my night with like the more modern, like Elf, stuff like that. The ones that have come out within the last 15 years. Jim Carrey's How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Oh, you got to throw the original Grinch Stole Christmas.
Santa Claus is in there.
Huh?
Santa Claus.
Yeah, throw the Santa Claus is in there as well.
Now, out of the Santa Claus movies, 1, 2, 3, and 4, if you have Disney Plus. Did you ever see the new one?
Is that the?
Last year, it was like more of a series. It was a.
Oh yeah.
It wasn't bad. I can't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember what it was.
Yeah, but I guess out of the original 3, what would you?
I'm gonna go with. Was 3 the one where they found was the Mrs. Claus, or was that 2?
3 was.
I'm going with 2.
Martin Short.
Yeah, Jack Frost. Yeah, I'm going with 2.
I think I go 2 too.
2, 1, 3.
I do like 3 for the humor. I might go 2, 3, 1.
Okay. All right.
Let's delve into this. Christmas movies. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
Well, if you're gonna throw Die Hard in there, Trading Places is a Christmas movie.
Rambo is.
Yep.
Stuff. Another one? Can I get the Cincy Light?
Whoa, what?
Cincy Light Lime. On the board, right there where it says Cincy Light Lime.
Did not see that. All right. Yeah,
Do you yourself consider Die Hard a Christmas movie? I mean, here's the thing I say about all these, they say Christmas movies. Do you consider a Christmas movie have to be about Christmas, or is it a Christmas time?
Well, for that matter, one of my favorite movies that I've seen in the last 5 years is the movie Violent Night, where the guys, it's a Nordic version of Santa. There's a family that's been taken hostage.
Is this Krampish?
No. This is actually like it's a great movie. I mean, it's a good movie. It's almost like Santa, like it's a kick-ass Santa.
So it is Christmas themed.
Yes. So,
are we considering Christmas movies have to be
Christmassy or Christmas time?
Christmas theme
Or Christmas time?
about Christmas or Christmas time?
I'm going to say Christmas themed.
So then you would say Die Hard is
It's not a Christmas movie. Contrary to popular belief.
I would say not a Christmas movie, but on at Christmas time.
Yeah.
So it's you want to see it at Christmas time just because it's nostalgia.
Yeah,
whatever.
but it's not going to put you in the mood.
But it's like Christmassy because of the Christmas time.
But
now, Harry Potter,
no.
it's not Christmas. I mean, they have the one
Because it goes
movie,
through.
the one movie I think had Christmas in it, sort of, but
Well, because it's the seasonal. You know, the school. You're in school at Christmas.
I think they only did one movie where it was like Christmassy type deal, didn't it? We had the
I have no idea.
Kid Captain. They did.
No, I just think that was a winter ball.
That's what I'm saying. That was only Christmassy type one.
Well, no.
Something else
Remember they had the one where they lit the candles. Dumbledore does a thing and all the candles light.
That was just.
And they've got the wreaths and stuff in the Great Hall.
Just like candles for dinner.
No, they did the wreath and stuff. Like he does the thing. Like their Christmas. But yeah, I mean, no, it's not. No, because it's a school year, so you're going to see the Christmas. You know, we're in school, although we're out for Christmas, but you still did everything Christmassy leading up to your Christmas break.
Yeah, I think there's a difference between Christmas themed and Christmas Eve.
Yeah, Christmas themed is now. Violent Night is a Christmas movie because you've got a rendition of Santa Claus coming to save the family. It's fucking great if you haven't seen it, by the way. It's got the mom from the what's her name from the vacation movies, Beverly D'Angelo. Yeah, she's like the rich mom who's just like a total bitch. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
It's a nice set.
It still does. Gotta take a break.
All right, take a break. So, again, talking about Christmas theme movies. Die Hard, not a Christmas movie, but Christmas time-ish movie. Trading Places, kind of the same thing. You can watch it all year, but it has more of a feel for it at Christmas because they do have some Christmas theme in it, although it's not about Christmas. We got Turnbuckle 10 out of the military hall tonight. Let's see. I'm trying to think of some other movies. Rambo has a Christmas tree in the police station. You know, talking about a Christmas movie. No, not really. That's not a good. Okay, kids are doing families tonight. Alright, so we got the Cincy Light Lime. Give her a taste here. base around the front end and all around the nose. It's actually a real good lime tasting beer, almost a cerveza type lime, maybe a type Corona, and sharkish, maybe. It has a good crisp flavor, good blend of lime in there, not bad. I'd probably give it, since he liked that, I'll give it a 3.5 to a 4 maybe. It's a good beach drinking. I'm not going for it. Good beach drinking type rating the beer there. Nice lime taste, like it.
So that's it. So I just finished off the Tango Week from the Burl, which has always been a decent flavor. It's one of their better. It's one of their better ones. We have Sean, who used to work at Mr. Brews, who is now one of the brewers down with the Burl. Can't wait to try his stuff. Next Thursday, this coming Thursday, we've got the Burl Tap Takeover down at Jack Brown's. So let's ask the audience, how would you feel about an electronic football game league? I think it would go, huh? Still on this. I'm still on this.
For those of you that are old enough to remember back in the 70s, that little metal board game.
Big.
Little pieces on it. You had your little, almost look like ice hockey type guys. You put it on there. You set them up. You set the defense up. You flip the switch, and it just started shaking the board. And your little guy was just shaking around until somebody came and touched him, and you turned the board off, reset it, and win again. Yeah.
Now, it might be a little bit more in depth now, but
It's same.
How more
in depth can you get?
Huh?
You're thinking there's new. In the back of the day they had the bases where you could set how much they would turn, how much they would.
Yeah.
There's not much you can do with it.
Well, we'll see. We're gonna delve into this, I think. Well, we want to hear from you whether or not you would be interested in joining a league to play
the soccer league with the soccer.
The little board. Yeah, I like that. I like that too.
Like I said, that reminds me of the game I have. I'll probably dig it out. It was the same kind of a board situation, but you had a quarter or a penny, and you flipped it, and you got too many scoops to get in. You just didn't have the ball.
Yeah.
So it was a quarter or a dime or a penny without the ball. You got a little silver goal. It was like a little hole down the peg. How many shots?
Oh yeah, I forget. Yeah, I remember.
Like one of those things you pulled out in school, middle school.
Yeah.
Play along with the ball.
Yeah. So, but anyway, we want to know how many people would be interested in joining us
10
in a league. Yeah. Yeah. So, and we're working on the fact that you got 32 NFL teams, so why not pick your favorite team? And you can actually buy teams now. You can buy teams now. So
thank you. Don't be scared.
Can I get some drinks?
She ran off. She's like, camera, no way.
Yeah. But so we're looking to see who would be interested in doing that. Got a couple people from Winchell's that said they would do it. And obviously the week would have to go, like you would start on a Sunday, end on a Saturday, and then your scheduled games would be however it laid out.
It depends on how many people are involved. We can do all of them a day.
Well, but people work. I mean, we can't. If somebody can't do every
Monday night.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If we can't,
along with the NFL schedule, as you're watching NFL, you can do this. But yeah,
I think it would be great.
You set up your board, you flip the switch, it goes. And they do have a league out there that people do this.
That's where the inspiration came from. I was watching the Super Bowl that year. Don't remember what year. They had their Super Bowl in the same city where the actual Super Bowl was.
I mean, we're not going all that.
No, hell no.
This is being local.
Yeah, local. Yeah, no, hell no. Yeah.
I'm not traveling for shit.
Oh, fuck that. Sorry. So let us know what you think about that in the comments. The videos are commentable. Whether you like us, don't like us, tell us.
Commentable.
Yeah. You can comment on the videos.
Tell me how handsome I am,
Yeah.
how sexy I look. Got my winter beard going on.
You've got that's a summer beard too.
Aaron can't grow a beard. He's got a baby face.
I couldn't stand a beard.
I've never seen you stubbly beard over.
I say, dude, I couldn't stand it. I had this. I grew this one time,
Well, so fast.
and I had a goatee. Mike used to tell me back before all the gray started setting in, I would have red in my goatee, and he said, "You look a pissed off Irish."
Now, if you look, I have, hard to see now with the white, but I had brown, black, red, and white at one time. My brother is all red beard. I only got a little bit of red. Here with
You
that.
covered all the spectrums.
I think about it, when I was born, growing up I had blonde hair. Then it turned brown. Then it got black.
Yep.
Now it's salt and pepper. But I'm thinking, how did I go from blonde to black?
I went from blonde to brown.
It seems odd. Brown is more of a blonde can fade to a brown.
Yeah.
I mean, I was blonde.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it amazes me when I think about that. It's like how you can change. It's interesting. I would think you're a blonde. Maybe get a little brownish, but like I went blonde.
Maybe it's if you're a natural, you stay natural. So, who knows? All right. Well, with that being said, I guess we'll go ahead. Kentucky's getting ready to tip off here in about 30 minutes. So this place will probably become unruly. So, they got a nice little crowd going on. They got, yeah. So we'll see what happens. But we're gonna go ahead and.
They'll be closing up anyway.
No, it's Saturday. They're open till 10. So we're gonna go ahead and call this one off. And I'm enjoying the Cincy Light as Jason is
I did a
too.
review of it already.
Oh, did you? What'd you rate it?
I gave it a 4 just because I think it's a good beach beer.
Yeah.
Got a good lime taste.
Yeah, it's probably my favorite lime flavored beer. That there was a Mag Tree Light Lime I think we had down at Jack Brown's. That had that really nice lime taste. So
This has a good strong lime taste.
yeah.
To it.
So anyway, I'm with Jason. I'll give this a 4-pinter. So with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and sign off. We got a lot going around us, as you can hear and see. So. Thursday night.
Like, subscribe.
Oh wait, there's going to be they're doing a tap takeover here Wednesday. I think Ryan Geis is doing a truthaholic or something like that.
I think they're doing a Ron Guy's tap here, and I think talking with Cody, the country boy
Oh,
wrestler.
they're doing the shotgun.
They're doing the double barrel shotgun, which I think is a 12%
Yeah.
alcohol beer, percentage beer. They're going to tap that. I think it's a Thursday.
Oh yeah.
Come out here and try the. Say hi.
Oh
Don't be
hey.
scared. There you go.
Don't be scared. Get in there.
Not quite as good looking as me, but yeah, they're going to do the. He said I think they're going to tap that Thursday. I don't know if there's anything special about it, but he's going to be here because they're going to.
Okay. Well, I mean we'll be down at Jack Brown, so we'll miss that one.
I've
But
not seen it out anywhere, so maybe this is the first time it's out.
all right.
It'll be that's like a 2 beer, and you're like, wow.
I'm not a big shotgun wedding person
I'm not
anyway.
either, but 12% plus the shotgun. Shotgun is not my favorite.
Yeah. All right. So with that being said, Wednesday we're here for something going on with Ryan Guys. Thursday we got the Burl Tap Takeover at Jack Brown. So come see us. That'll be a good time because we're gonna have fresh new beers. Because I know Sean, every beer that they're bringing on, I believe, is Sean's beer. So brand new. So come on out.
Brand new creation.
Yeah.
Come down, see.
And then we got Thursday. We're doing the shotgun wedding double, whatever the fuck it is.
We're not doing it.
No, but they're doing it here.
Doing it here.
They're doing it here.
Country Boy will be here.
Yeah, Country Boy will be here for the shotgun double tap, whatever the fuck it is. All right, with that being said, get ready for Kentucky, Indiana, and we'll see you on.
Do you have a score?
Do I have a score? Do I have a score? Indiana 80, Kentucky 68.
I'll go Indiana 77, Kentucky 74.
All right. You're keeping it close. All right. That being said, like, share, subscribe.
Please share, like, subscribe.
Hit us up.
Comment. Don't be scared to comment.
Yep, we don't
Make
care.
it look at me.
You can tell us we suck. Tell Jason he's ugly. We love to hear it. Later.
Roast.